Motion man is Jahan Dotson. 3rd and goal. Hurts has time. Takes off. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second and goal. Hurts. Again the time. Now chase. Now taken off to the pylon. Got there. Jalen Hurts for the second time tonight. Sirianni and Kevin Petullo, the offensive coordinator. As they run Barkley inside. Saquon touchdown. Philadelphia on top.
We'll keep an eye on those guys, see if they get back in. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Here's Barkley, right side, sprinting through the hole. Saquon Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Johnson, Jurgens just clearing the way. It's pretty easy for Saquon to read that. Nobody in the hole, leads up on Steen. Straight line.
Hurts shoving his way in. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts and Chris Jones had him, but you just lose a little leverage when you're that high. And with the explosiveness and the powerful legs of Hurts getting so low, a little push from Calcaterra, that's all they need.
Probably didn't look like much, but it was a false start.
Run it again right here. They got a first down with it. Now they get a touchdown. They're defended by a guy who's 5'10", 180. Out of the gun. Hurts has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They attack downfield. Voila. 33-yard touchdown for the tight end.
The most about that Eagles possession is it's really the first time today that it's looked like, you know what, Jalen Hurts, you're our guy. You're our dude. We're going to put the game on your shoulders as we try to claw back from an early deficit, and we are going to start pushing the ball. Seeing through those things and identifying them.
2nd down. Brown, end zone. He's got it for the touchdown.
And Barkley, see how he's tapping his inside hip? That's telling Saquon, you have that A gap. I'm going to push out to the wider defender. And that's all they needed to just give that extra beat.
Room in the middle there. As Hurts uses his legs. He'll look to throw. To the sideline. It's Smith. He's got it. Touchdown Philly. All the way back to take the lead.
A.J. Brown's here off the left side of the screen. But look at Devontae Smith. One-on-one. Emmanuel Forbes in the slot. Edge rusher, and he just knows this is one-on-one, outside release, the widest receiver, and with that inside leverage, it's going to be very hard for Forbes to be able to separate as quickly.
Joshua Carty has it blocked again! This time Jordan Davis, the big man, looks for the icing on one big cake. Eagles hang on!
How fast he just ran with the ball, but
he wouldn't have run that fast last year or the year before. He dropped a bunch of weight, said he feels night and day different this year, the way that he's moving. We saw him run down Matt Stafford earlier for a big 3rd down stop, and then he got get pressure, they blocked it. Sidney Brown's got it. He's going to return it for a touchdown. Latu got the block. Brown for 6.
It's just, you got Brown coming around and Latu right up the middle, takes it right off of Dixon's foot. Right where the aim point is.
No tush push formation just yet. A little flip out here to Goddard, who's going to walk in for a touchdown.
They just line up in a little diamond formation. He's basically protected, and then he just pitches it. I don't know if that's a lateral, a touchdown pass. Like a quarterback, I'm counting as a cut.
Little flip inside. They're going to get it to Goddard again, who's got 2 of the easiest touchdown receptions you'll ever see. 2nd for him today. Play clock winding down.
He said, you know what to do on one. Ready?
Oh, they chip it up. Saquon Barkley, they fooled everyone. He walks in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Maybe that was why the play call was a little bit longer. You see all the bodies, and then it's just a little counter sweep off of it. Hurts has had two pretty easy touchdown throws today.
But now he returns.
Well, yeah, when you get to the 2-yard line, I'm getting up quickly.
There it is. Pass caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert.
I want you to watch. He's going to go ahead and get a little possible pretend rub pick there. And Singleton, I think, has been picked on once or twice in this game, and he was late on his leverage. And that's another easy.
Hey, he looks over to the sidelines for confirmation. 2nd and 4. Flinging it. Caught. On the run is Barkley. He's in for a touchdown.
Singleton, just not quite fast enough. Normally he's got to go guard the flat, but guess what? Nope. I'm going to go ahead and do a double move and run by you. And I feel like, Singleton's been getting better each week, but the ACL, over 30 years old, they miss Greenlaw. That usually won't happen if he's back in there, but well done from a schematic perspective.
Bradley Cooper approves. That's 47 yards. Valori's loved it. 47 yards. You mentioned Greenlaw. He's on IR.
4 receivers now on the right side. Little flip here, little trickery, and it works. Goddard into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Those receivers to the right. What a look here. I mean, this is a throwback. And how somehow he navigates his way through all those giant.
One more time, crowd hates it. Eagles love it. Touchdown.
I call that bully ball.
Yep.
And we just saw him do it 4 straight times.
That's frustrating as hell for the defense.
Yeah.
Too.
And I mean, you got Dexter Lawrence. If you got Dexter Lawrence there right over the ball and you can't stop it.
8 back in coverage this time for Minnesota. Hurts pointing, throwing, trying to find a loose man. It's A.J. Brown. He's in. Touchdown Eagles on the opening drive.
This Eagles offense getting back to who they've been. This drive embodies it about as well as you can imagine. Metellus, he's kind of a hybrid safety linebacker. That is not a great matchup on A.J.
Motion Addison. Blitz coming. Wentz hit as he throws, picked off. Intercepted. There goes Jalix Hunt. House call Philadelphia. His first NFL pick leads to his first touchdown.
What a great design. You see, they got 6 up front. They bring Zach Bond, and they just drop right underneath that inside slant. And with the guy in his face, Carson Wentz just doesn't see him.
It is Brett Toth at center with Juergens dealing with an injury. Deep drop for Hurts, trying to find something downfield. And it's Devontae Smith. He's loose. He's got it. He is gone. Touchdown, Eagles. Lightning strike to Devontae Smith.
There you go. We talk about being aggressive under center, play action, and just the double move and the speed on the outside by Devontae Smith against Isaiah Rodgers, the former Eagle. That is an element of this offense that I think they can continue to expand.
5 on the pressure. Hurts throws down the seam. A.J. Brown touchdown. His second of the day.
While keeping his eyes downfield, a simple double post. Devontae Smith holds the safety. A.J. Brown's the outside post.
Eagles go jumbo on 2nd and 10. Here is Barkley, left side, big hole. Saquon Barkley. Uh-oh! Barkley, goodbye!
The interior defense, and this is just a simple, call this a duo play. You get a bunch of double teams. Saquon reads it out the back door, and then Nubin can't get him on the ground. The safety's job, that's all.
Second and goal. Blitz coming. Hurts. Barkley wide open. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
With him, either the defensive end when they blitz that backer, but Thibodeau doesn't, and no one's on Saquon. That's pretty easy.
Saquon Barkley lined up in the slot on this play. Second and 2. Hurts, quick throw. It is caught over the middle.
Slants. He's the outside slant. On Nubin, the safety. It's a great mismatch with his size and length. First guy slant. Outside guy slant, hence the term tosser to slants, and there you go. Find the outside.
Hurts on the keeper. His own read. He's got a man wide open. It is Goddard who walks in. Touchdown number 2 for him and for Philly.
The cover guy, Okereke, has to cover across, and he reads it, but Smith kind of gets in the way, a little bit of a rub. And that's all it takes in man coverage when your defender falls on the ground.
Here's Hurts. Blitz coming. Hurts sees it. Loading up. Going for a deep ball. It is caught! Jahan Dotson! Touchdown Eagles!
They needed someone to step up in the absence of A.J. Brown. Dotson goes over the top of Black, who's just got called up from the practice squad. And who wants it more? Who's going to go high point that thing? It's Dotson. Again, more confidence.
He had 43 yards all night. He gets 41 there, the longest play of the game on either side. Shoulder, pump fake, end zone. It is caught for the touchdown, Devontae Smith.
Here's a look at that touchdown, and a really nice job by Devontae Smith. He gets up the field. Now, this is a little bit unfair. He's one-on-one on the safety, Evan Williams, and it's a ball that's just a slightly underthrown, but yet Devontae Smith, you know, he's able to go up, and as he so often does, make these contested catches, and it's the first real shot that Jalen Hurts has been able to take down the field, but...
And Hurts surfs over the top and is in for the touchdown. Officially.
Mike had the perfect words for it. You get down low, and then he does. He surfs over the top of those guys. And obviously what you worry about are those linebackers flying across the top. But you never really see Hurts out of control. He's not leaving his feet. He is continuing to push and push and push. And we know that Barkley can.
Hurts throwing end zone. A.J. Brown, touchdown, Eagles.
By Hurts, as soon as that safety rotates down to take Shipley, watch all that space created behind him with A.J. Brown on Bland. Just enough touch for Hurts to throw the ball over the top of Overshown. An easy one down on the board.
Hurts, design run, up the middle he goes, Jalen Hurts, still going, he's in, touchdown.
Spreads out the whole defense. Jurgens makes a great block, just washing Williams out of the middle of the field. Both linebackers, Murray, Leofau, have a chance. But Hurts basically just called his own number right there. He looked in the box and said, no, I can.
Got stopped a few times last week versus the Lions. Here they're on the half-yard line. Hurts. Shove forward, he's in, touchdown Philadelphia.
From the 33 now. Has protection, going deep for Brown, touchdown.
Football by A.J. Brown. He's up against Nashawn Wright, who's had a great year, kind of out of nowhere. But there's the move, and then he has to come back, and the strength of his hands to pull that.
Yes. Quickly, the pass is caught. Brown for the score. So the Eagles.
Sometimes when you go fast, it's less thinking and just getting the ball out of your hands and trusting your receivers to win. They're going to end up going for 2 now instead of waiting.
Heck of a drive there by Jalen Hurts. Great job by A.J. Brown stepping up.
Both games are on ABC, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Barkley, first down, goodbye. Eagles on top, no flags.
Second and goal. Shovel pass, Dallas Goedert. How do you like that, Greg Olson? A little shovel to the tight end for the day's first score.
At or near the line of scrimmage for the Raiders on defense, so how do you account for them? You read one of them. Plays upfield, you just toss Goddard the little shovel pass, and that's one of the advantages of having a quarterback in the gun. Whether it's a quarterback keep, you gain an extra man, or in that case,
first and goal inside the 3. Barkley in, touchdown Eagles.
Frankly, that's what makes it so fun.
Shovel pass, already got a touchdown on this today. Make it 2. Dallas Goedert high stepping in.
His entire career, they send him here on a little post-snap jet sweep, and I just don't understand for an NFL defense, regardless of how much they've struggled, for an NFL defense to not have one single defender on the edge.
Hurts delivers, Brown, touchdown.
And now this touchdown here in the slot to A.J. Brown. I think they've checked every box that Nick Sirianni wanted to, coming here back at home. 3-game losing streak, trying to get back on track down the stretch in December, and I don't think it could have gone any better today for the Philadelphia Eagles. Get caught behind the line of scrimmage.
9 total this year. Hurts looks to throw. Sideline touchdown. Devontae Smith hangs on to this one. He had a touchdown pop out of his hands earlier on this drive, but he squeezes this one, and the Eagles take the lead.
You can't release any better than this. Sanders still's playing outside leverage. Devontae Smith knows, all right, I got outside leverage. I'm going to threaten where he cannot get beat. I'm going to move his feet. And then just the counter, the quickness. We showed you the numbers in the first half. This season, just not nearly as effective.
The domino effect to everything. One to snap it, they just barely get it off. Hurts steps up, rips it, end zone, Goddard, touchdown Philly. Wow, on their last breath of the drive, Jalen Hurts finds Goddard from 15.
As you can make at the quarterback position, he's moving up in the pocket, up and right, buying a little extra time. That is a tight window, high and away, where only his big body tight end can go up and get it. And
the Eagles, after going 0 for their first 4 on third down, have converted their last 4. Barkley again cuts it back. Stays on his feet. Saquon Barkley's in. A hard-fought touchdown.
Well, there you go. Of this defense, he is a challenge to get on the ground. So you better get him early, because if you don't, he's going to make a lot of people miss tackles. And this time it goes for 6.
Third straight game with a touchdown for Barkley. Eagles take advantage of the interception and have Bigsby again. Block from Goddard. Tank Bigsby, there he goes. Touchdown Philadelphia. On the verge of a second straight division title. 3 misses in that first half. And it is handed off to Barkley. Left side. Wagner tackled him, but he broke the plane for 2.
On the play fake, Hurts, lofting end zone. Caught! Touchdown Eagles. It's Goddard.
I think it's his 10th or 11th. It feels like his 75th this year. The little bluff block and then to the corner, wide open.
Yep, the most ever for an Eagle tight end in their terrific history. 3rd and 7 to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Grabbed right there. Cal Katera. What a throw by Tanner McKee. 15
They have utilized the tight ends so well. It's just a seam route, and McKee looks off the linebacker, throws it to him before the safety. Calcaterra. Watch Latu, 36, the fullback.
3rd and goal. Bigsby. Touchdown! And the Eagles have taken the lead on a 2-yard touchdown run after the fumble by the Commander quarterback.
Watch Latu right here. He's going to lead the way for Tank Bigsby. It's pretty well blocked, but Latu comes through and just cleans it up enough, gets enough of Jordan McKee that Bigsby can power through for the touchdown.
And Toth, and you talked about him earlier on this drive, Toth with the nice block at the guard.
3rd and goal. They give it to Goddard on the sweep. Dallas Goedert's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
An underhand shovel. This is just a jet sweep to Goddard coming across. Seal the edge of the defense, and then Pinnock's free.
Hurts on the keeper. Rolling, throwing, caught for the touchdown. Guess who? Dallas Goedert, another one.
If you're blocking within a yard, you can drive that defender. You could drive that defender 5, 6, 10 yards downfield. Great flag pickup, touchdown for the Eagles.